Hey everybody, my name is Eddie.
And my name is Gigi.
And we are your hosts for the Here We Go Again, a father-daughter podcast.
Yes, we are. Okay, wait. Before the podcast starts, let me know if you're on my side, which you should be, because, who wouldn't be, So, just listen, okay? So, my dad, cleaned out his bedroom and, moved stuff around. There's so much room. Basically, his, this side of the office is, that much room left in his bedroom, So, he should take the desks and put it into his room, right? And then give me this room as a hangout room, So, when my friends come over, this could be the hangout room, And, if I have, a lot of friends sleep over, we can, a pull-out couch bed or whatever you want to call it. And, friends can sleep there. Or a projector right there, on the wall, right? So, projector right here, couch over there. You can't really see it, but by the water cooler, whatever you want to call it, by there, And, if you're not going to use that anymore, might as well just, if my friends bring stuff, storage areas,
Why am I not using that anymore? It's got tons of stuff on there, books and toys
just make
and
one in your office.
Pictures.
Office.
This is the office.
Make one in your bedroom, and then this is a new room.
No. Gigi just automatically decided, because I basically did an entire purge of our bedroom. We had stuff in there that was just hanging out for way too long, and I had some time today. So I took all the big heavy stuff downstairs. And yes, our bedroom is gigantic.
It almost caught me yawning.
Our bedroom is pretty big. It's
humongous.
It's
and my
unnecessarily
so
big. Yeah, it really is. I wish it was a smaller bedroom and we had a loft.
Yes.
Always wanted a loft, always, but we don't have one.
Let's just move.
Yeah, you'll just pick up and go.
Okay.
Man, you know what? No, so now that we got the video switcher going correctly this time.
It's not working very well.
No, it's working perfectly. Oh. Yeah, it's doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing. Now I realize that our lighting is terrible.
I literally told you this.
That our lighting sucked?
Yeah, the light shouldn't be on.
No, I'm just saying in general, the lights, it'd be worse with the lights off.
Oh.
We don't have the big fancy lighting and all that,
Oh, okay. But what my dad wants to do, oh my gosh.
This was actually your mom's idea.
Well, my mom's lovely and she's so smart. Okay. But since I had a desk right by the water cooler and I don't even use it. So we just got rid of it, right? So we can get a pull out, a couch that pulls out into a bed, So that's going to work out, And I'm a little mini fridge because I already have one, but it's not even a mini fridge. It's for makeup. Or not makeup, skincare. But I just have face wash and lotion. That's all I need. But, and then snack area. Okay. But basically.
Dude, you're just babbling crazy
I don't
right
care.
now.
Listen, they're loving my ideas. Okay. But basically in my dad's room, what they want to do is what are those little recliners, right? And a little tiny.
It's not that your mom just said, she's maybe what you can do is you can have an area in the bedroom and maybe you can make it your podcast area. That's all she said. And I was like, what a cool little gift that would be for us, because that would be pretty cool.
But the bad thing about it is that we usually podcast really, really, really late at night because we just have no time in the day.
It's 7:30 right now. This is the earliest we've podcasted in a long time.
Yeah. What time is it? I have to watch the movie. Okay.
I just said it's 7:30.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. My daughter pays attention to me, everybody, I swear.
No, I don't. I'll be honest. But yeah, I've seen things like that on TikTok before, when they're friends, they do podcasts, they make podcasts for fun, And they have recliners and a little table right there with their mic. Oh, the mic is the one you have,
Yeah, so they have the stand. So we were thinking about, I was thinking, that's all she said. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, we have a recliner in Penny's bedroom that we don't use. It's a really nice gray recliner.
I love it.
It's a really nice recliner. And then we have a second recliner that we had before Gigi was born. That was the recliner.
They're not matching.
They don't match. But
you can have the one I had when I was little because that one's kind of ugly.
Well, no, I don't think it's a lazy boy. It's so comfortable. But
it is.
Regardless.
Penny's is cuter.
We all have to start somewhere, right? Just like with this podcast, we started with the bare basics, right? Barely anything really to do what we're supposed to be doing for the podcast, and we busted.
I know.
Caught her yawning. So we started with the bare basics of our podcast. A really old microphone, some old equipment that I had lying around, and we progressed. And then we went up a little bit more, and then we got the new microphones, right? And then we got the nice little studio equipment, and then we upgraded to the webcam. So now we're doing the YouTube version. So little by little. So I'm okay starting at the bottom, so to speak, with mix match furniture and all that kind of stuff, because you have to start from somewhere.
You know, to be honest, I don't think we're gonna go like. I know like your dreams are like so high hopes for this, but I don't think we're gonna get very far with this.
No, you know what? I don't have high hopes for this. I don't know what's going to happen with this, but I do enjoy doing it, and I know that when people give us a chance and they listen to us, they typically call me or send us really good feedback. They could be lying to me. It could just because it's people that we know. But we do have. I think the problem with us though, babe, is we're so inconsistent. We're not as frequent as we should be, and I think that's the big thing.
That's because people who podcast don't have actual jobs. Podcasting is their job, and they're famous people. That's why.
I mean, it could be, yeah. But again, it's like consistency. If we stick to it for like a whole year and just do little by little consistency.
What if I got a famous person to listen to us, and then we went viral because they put us out there?
I mean, it's possible. But again, like I've looked into the monetization of this. We've talked about this before in a previous podcast. There really isn't money, like big money in podcasting. If people are going to take off, it's the YouTube thing.
I'd rather be famous than have money.
I think they kind of go hand in hand.
I know, but I'm saying like if I don't make a lot of money from this and we're just famous, I'd be okay with that.
What do you get out of being famous?
Popularity. You're famous. Hello.
Popularity is overrated.
I don't care.
I assure you, popularity.
I'm a 13-year-old girl.
I know, and
this
is the age gap, right? This is the whole point of this podcast. The whole point of this podcast is the age gap. So, like me, I'm 41 years old. So, being popular is the least of my concerns. It really is. I know plenty of people.
Why? Because they have no friends.
I don't. Well, okay, that's true. I have 0 friends, but that's besides the point. I'm just saying, like, the more quote unquote popular you get, the more difficult things can become in your life.
Yeah, because we're about not messing up. Because if you mess up, then you can lose all your friends. Or like, if you're famous, for example, you can get canceled for the smallest things that some people in their everyday lives do all the time.
So it's crazy that you say that, because I just watched a clip. I want to say yesterday, and I think I saved it, or maybe I sent it, because we have like a family chat. And I've been telling Gigi, like, I want to start doing.
Isn't it in the Instagram thingy?
It might be in the Instagram one.
Because I haven't been watching those. To be honest with you guys, I gave up. Y'all sent too many. It's too much.
But the point is, I watched this really cool video, and it was I'm pretty sure it was Denzel Washington, and there was another actor next to him, but I'm pretty sure it was just Denzel that was doing the talking. And I want to show you. I don't want to do like a reaction thing on it too, but I'll still tell you about it. And it's really cool. Denzel says, I don't worry about being canceled because I don't worry about what other people think about me. You can't be a leader and a follower at the same time. So if you're busy leading, you can't follow. And if you're busy following, you can't lead, which means you're one or the other at all times. And if you're always worried about what other people are thinking about you, then you are not the leader, you are the follower.
Okay.
Pretty deep, right?
Yeah.
But it makes total sense. And that's another big generation gap that we have. It is hot in this room today. It's 103, I think, today. And upstairs, right next to the window that goes to the outside, we get the most heat in this room.
It's 92 degrees outside right now. I'm going to die.
92?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and it's 7:30 at night. But the point is,
I'm going to pass out mid-podcast.
the difference between our generations is we did not grow up with cancel culture. It was not a thing. Comedies were funny. They were rude. They were obnoxious.
They still are.
No, not in today's world. They're nothing like they used to be. So like we stayed up till midnight yesterday, right? Yeah, yesterday, last night. And we watched what's it called? The Adam Sandler movie. We just watched it together. Grown Ups 2.
That one.
We just watched Grown Ups 2 together, right?
My hair looks so bad.
That's like a classic example of
idiots.
It's like a bunch of guys hanging out, acting the way that we actually act, just being dumb and having fun.
I know. I was like saying like that reminds me of when I was little, because when I was little, my dad used to like bring me everywhere with all of his friends. So it reminded me of them.
Yeah, and that's
just doing dumb things they shouldn't be doing.
Yeah, I agree with that. We're just having a good time.
It's fun though.
But see, back in my day,
Back in my day.
we didn't have things like cancel culture. Comedians were free to say whatever they wanted to say that was on their mind, and it was all a joke. Nothing was off limits. Nobody got offended. And if they did, they just moved on. And I really miss that for today's day and age because we go to a lot of comedy shows.
A lot.
And one of the comedians that came out before the headliner, but was also a headliner to be honest, said that he doesn't know how this guy hasn't been canceled yet. Because he's old school. He just says what he says. He doesn't care. He's not worried about what people think or say. He's just out there to talk his talk and have fun.
I'ma come back
Like a boomerang. Hey.
I'll let the haters get
Yeah, and I really wish that you guys didn't have to deal with cancel culture because the type of movies and TV shows and all that stuff that you guys have, it's just not the same.
Like from how it used to be when you guys were like kids.
Yeah,
I prefer old movies over now, like movies now.
Like there's so many things that we had that you guys don't have because people are afraid to do it. And I'll admit, like some of it was just messed up, but it was funny. It wasn't meant to hurt people's feelings. It was just jokes. And that's just what it is.
So you said people are sensitive now?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying that the world today is way too sensitive and it's going to be okay. But you can't be afraid to speak all the time. And I see that being involved with the school the way that I am and hearing some of the communication with the parents and things like that. Well, you can't do this because of that, and you can't do this because of that. And the reality, I've always said this, you can't make everybody happy. It's the equivalent of playing a song on the radio or stereo, right? Full blast so everybody can hear. Mm-hmm. You're not going to make everybody happy.
That's true.
You're not. You can't please everybody. And if the goal is to please everybody, you will please nobody because it's going to be so far from reality of a thing, it's not going to be even worth doing anymore.
It's like more of those things when they want to have like parties and they want it to go like perfectly planned, but it gets so boring because you're like so strict on the rules.
Yeah, it's just some things just have to be. You know, they just have to be. You can't make everybody happy. And that's part of the problem is we take the fun out of these things, right? Like sometimes you just have to be okay with missing out. It's another big thing with your guys' generation is FOMO, fear of missing out.
I hate it. But at the end of the day, you'll forget about it because like the first football game of the season, I think it was. Yeah, it was.
Oh, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I missed
1 week ago.
I missed out on it, and I was like so sad because like people were having fun, but I forgot about it like the next day.
Yeah, it's all temporary fix, you know. It's like an endorphin hit. Like I need this right now, and if you think about it, right, that feeling, that fear of missing out, is what marketing is based on to get people to buy things.
That's true.
Right? Like
yeah.
you want everything. You have to have it now. Everybody has it. Everybody's got the latest toy, the latest whatever, right? What's the Labubu craze?
It's kind of dying out.
Yeah, it doesn't take long.
It's more of a joke now to everybody.
Well, it doesn't take long for these things to come and go.
I know, seriously. I was thinking about it the other day. I don't know what it was, but I was just like thinking about something, and it was like, whatever happened to that? It was so popular.
It happens all the time. Like back in Nana and Appa's day, like way back in the day. Sorry, guys. But back in their day, the pet rock was a thing. She's yawning, caught on camera.
I have a pet rock.
But no,
I'm sorry. You know what I'm so mad about? I'm so upset. My pet rock, Shelly. I know, it's a rock. There's Sharpie on it. There's Sharpie across the face. I'm actually going to cry because... Like, I've had that since I have the picture of the day I got it.
Who put Sharpie on it?
I don't know. I am so upset.
We were at a winery one day, long time ago, when Gigi was really little, and I
remember everything there.
I remember that day pretty vivid, too.
We saw, like, a little lizard walking around and everything.
We were hanging out at the playground, right?
I'm going to find a picture of of me when I was little. And I am so mad. I've had that for years, and there's a Sharpie drawn across on it. Like... I hope you're happy. Whoever did that, I hope you're happy with yourself. Because I'm so mad. Like, I'm going to find the picture. But oh my gosh.
She's devastated.
I'm so mad.
The pet rock we actually purchased, and it wasn't a pet rock, but it was a rock. It was like a flat boulder or flat stone, and it had like googly eyes on it, I think. And, you know, it was made to look like a face of a person.
She has lipstick.
Yeah, she did have lipstick, and Gigi named it Shelly.
I don't know why.
But that was Shelly, and she played with it the entire time.
I love her. She's amazing. Amazing girl.
But my point is, back in the day, people purchased pet rocks. Like, actually bought them.
Like what we did.
No, I mean, like, it was called a pet rock. It was a thing. Let's see. Is pet rock... How much did a pet rock cost in 1975? Check this out. In 1975, I guess the person that made these up was a guy named Gary Dahl. And he sold 1.5 million pet rocks for $4 each. That's $6 million in today's dollars for rocks you can pick up for free anywhere.
How much?
$6 million.
For a pet rock.
It was a rock.
Just literal rock.
Look, here's pictures of it. It's an actual rock.
They can't see it though.
I'm showing Gigi. You know, I can share my screen.
It's just a literal rock though.
It's a literal rock. Here, guys, check it out. That's it. It was a rock. It came with a box. It had this little crinkle paper, and it was a rock. Right here, in 1975, Gary Dahl sold 1.5 million pet rocks for $4 each. That's $6 million in today's dollars for a rock you can pick up for free.
Okay, I got a picture of me.
That's crazy.
Okay, I got the picture.
Here, show it in the camera.
Okay. So this is me and Shelly. I'm copying her face. I look hideous. It's okay. Can you like see it?
Yeah, it's perfectly clear.
Yeah, that's me and Shelly, my best friend. And just like imagine like Sharpie, like just like drawn across on it, like.
Who does that?
Who exactly? Like she was my homegirl. She's my day one.
Yeah, and she still has it, and that was like a long time ago.
This was. Oh wait, never mind. It doesn't have the date.
So there's something I wanted to talk about today. So 3 weeks ago, God, it's been so long. Last week, Gigi went back to school. About 2 weeks ago. Trying to think. Yeah, oh yeah. So I there was a TikTok that I did where I was basically getting ready to cry. It was midnight. I was up all night trying to salvage the podcast that we did. It was a video podcast, mind you, plus the audio, and I lost all of it.
Sorry. I was going through pictures and I found a picture that, remember that movie that we watched and you didn't remember watching it?
That's all you're going to give me as a clue?
Wait, I'm trying to find it. I lost it again.
So while she's digging up something, looking at pictures, I was up all night trying to salvage this audio in this video. The video I have, which is cool. Unfortunately, I have no audio to match the video, and I'm very upset by that. So I'm still haven't given up. I'm still going to try to find it. But that was the first week. That was the first week. The second week, Gigi goes back to school, and her class decides to share every flu known to man in the first week of school.
Yep. We're all sick.
Everybody was sick.
The plague. I heard that's back.
Just for fun, they brought the plague back.
Yeah.
Teacher was sick. All the kids were sick. I mean, everybody was literally, it was terrible. And then I got sick. The baby got sick. My wife's the only one that dodged it somehow. My mom and dad even got sick. Like, everybody got sick.
Yeah. I can't find it. I'm giving it.
All right, yeah, come back to us. So there's something else that I want to talk about today. On the last podcast, we talked about how Gigi got scammed.
Why are we always talking about this?
Well, it's my turn now because I got scammed too.
Oh, wait. They didn't. That was the last podcast. How that didn't work. Right.
No, the scam was they stole your TikTok account.
TikTok
account. My scam is they stole my money.
I thought you talked about this before.
No, this just happened over the weekend.
Again? You got hacked?
No, I didn't get hacked, dude. An actual physical check from my business was stolen.
Oh, yeah.
So I had a check that was mailed to me, sent to my company with a certain amount on it, with my name typed, my address typed on it, the whole nine, right?
So
Guess
they have your address now, too, huh?
I mean, it doesn't do them any
Let's
good.
Pull up. Let's jump them. Let's go.
I got a copy of this check, and the company called me and they said, "Hey, is this you? And is this your address?" And I said, "No, that is 1,000% not me." They said, "Okay, we're going to put a stop payment on this check." I said, "That's a good idea. Stop payment means literally what it sounds like. They cannot take any money from this check."
Okay. I'm listening.
Check is dead piece of paper. But not only did they get a check, They they took my name and somehow washed my name off of the check. They washed off my address off of the check. And they typed in their own name and their own address and deposited it into their account.
And it looks like it's exactly theirs too.
No, it doesn't look like
you can
theirs.
tell that like they whited it out or whatever.
So no, you can't tell that it's so like I would imagine if like somebody put like white out or something, right? Like they did something to take off the area where my name and address was. That's what I would think.
On the paper, or is it like a picture they did?
No, it's the actual physical check. They got the actual check. They took it into a bank. They took my check. They somehow erased my name, my address, and they printed their own name and their own address, walked into a bank as bold as they are, deposited it into their bank.
That's crazy.
That's wild, right? I mean,
Yeah.
like the boldness of it all to think it's just going to go through and nobody's going to notice that this money is missing.
Yeah.
So the company that issued the check called me up and they asked if this was me, and I said no. They said this is really strange. We've never seen this before, but where we had your name and your address, it's gone, and the ink, the font, everything looks different from on the check from what we put, but everything else looks exactly the same.
That's crazy. Like,
So they call that washing. I don't know how they do it, but there's literally a way
I know.
just to
That's what I'm
wash
trying to
off.
think about too. Like, how is that even possible?
Right. They just washed off a section of that check and printed their information over it. So this isn't the first time that whoever's doing this has done this.
Clearly.
Right? Because it's not like I wouldn't know what to do with that. I would just send it. Well, I wouldn't steal from anybody to begin with.
That's
but
just wrong.
yeah, I mean, but this is like a professional thing.
Yeah.
So it's not the first time, unfortunately, I've had a check stolen from me before.
Really?
Yeah, this is probably like the third time.
Oh, that's expecting just like 15th time or something.
No, nothing. I mean, three's enough.
Yeah.
And
that is.
I've never like called the police. I let the bank sort it out or whatever. But this time, like, there's something going on, right? Like, somehow my checks are being targeted.
Yeah.
So I opened a police report and I gave them all the information for the name and the address, and they are looking. The guy was very interested.
What do you mean?
So I spoke to a detective from the local police department, and he was like all over it.
Maybe he's a scammer too.
It goes deeper than I think.
Yeah. Like.
Could you imagine if it's like the movies, like it intercepts my phone call and it routes to like their scam headquarter office?
That'd be so funny.
How was that fun? That's terrifying. 'Cause, like on the movies, they're like, okay, we're gonna rob, like lots of movies, we're gonna rob something, and then they call the police, and then you see them in the background, they're like, hello, this is the police department. Oh, we're on the way, and they hang up, right? And then it's like, okay, God, we got it, or good, we got it.
I'm confused.
I'm just saying, like, what if they hacked my phone? So when I called the police department, it called them. And then they acted like they were the police department.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Right?
Okay, that's scary.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like when like a scammer calls you and like you've been like getting a lot of scam calls and like there's like the cops behind you telling you what to say.
No, I'm talking
know?
about like what if they actually hack something
No, that's-
and you
that's
call
scary.
them. And the phone call routes to them and they're like, yeah, we'll take care of
Imagine
everything,
it's
blah,
an
blah, blah.
But like imagine you're being hacked and like while you're being hacked, like an emergency actually happens and then it goes to the hacker.
I mean, yeah.
That'd be scary.
It's crazy. But just the fact that I had a check stolen is crazy. It's terrible. And I don't even know. And I really think that this is happening from the post office. Because the first thing everybody says is when I tell this story is like, oh, was their mailbox broken into, whatever. And it's like, no, it's never been at our mailbox. It always happens before, because we get the mail all the time. I get nothing but bills and ads in the mail, right? And then when it comes to getting a check, that one was gone.
Yeah. Maybe someone at the post office is a scammer and like they're working with somebody.
That's what I'm saying. It's like they call those inside jobs, right? It has to be because it's getting stolen before it gets to my mailbox. So somewhere either when they drop it into the mailbox
and they see your check and they're like, Eddie.
Because this came from this came from out of town. This wasn't like a local check. So this shipped somewhere else. So and it was deposited in town, in our town.
Mm-hmm.
So it happened somewhere here. So that means it did hit their mailbox. It did come this way, and by the time it hit our local post
Post office.
office, right, it went somewhere else.
Yeah, that's crazy. Cause
That's an
like
inside job.
you can never be like, you can never feel safe. Like, it sucks to say, okay, cause at practice on Thursday, so a shooting happened in Minnesota, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Minnesota.
At a school, and like it was, I was at a church, huh? And it was just crazy because our coach was saying, okay, like if anything happens, make sure you do this, like the exits, talking, just making sure everybody's okay. I mean, so right?
Yeah.
And they were saying like, unfortunately, you can never be like too like, what's it called? Like, I don't know, but like you can never like think you're like 100% safe because like you always have to be on the lookout.
You have to always be in the lookout, and that's
It
it.
sucks to
Doesn't
say.
it does, but you know what? There's nothing wrong with what we would say is keeping your head on a swivel, meaning like you're always paying attention to your surroundings. And I've had incidents when I was younger, right? This really happened, and I've told you this. I think I've told you this, where we went home. Nana was driving me home from karate practice.
Go right, take.
I'm trying to remember. There's different incidents, unfortunately.
Really?
Yeah. One of them where we were being followed. Have I ever told you that story?
No.
Do you want to
What?
hear that story?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm already scared enough as it is.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is the time where I got picked up from karate practice. And we were driving home, and we were like,
Can we tell them about how I almost got kidnapped with my friends one time
what?
on Halloween?
No, we did not almost get kidnapped. But hold on, let's finish one story
That's
at a
not
time.
what it seemed like.
Let's one story at a time. We were driving home, and my mom had noticed that this car was driving behind us for,
A while.
yeah, longer than usual. And it went from the main roads into the neighborhoods. And that's when a car really stands out, right? Because it was at night, and it was just us and this other car.
Yeah, I remember like we were like walking, like taking a walk, and like somebody we were talking with that like our neighbor, not neighbor, but like some guy in the neighborhood, and saying like it's suspicious when you're in this neighborhood because you have to be here for a reason.
Yeah, we live in a circle, so you should only be driving in here with a purpose.
Yeah.
But back to that night is my mom noticed that car, and I remember very vividly. She said, "Don't look back." So of course, the first thing I do is I look back because
Yeah. Just anybody would do that.
yeah, I mean, it's just like a trigger.
Yeah.
So I look back, and I'm like, still don't understand what's going on, but because I was young, I think younger than you are right now, and I remember her making a turn. So she would make like a right, and then she would make like a quick left, and then she would make like a quick right, and the car is still behind us the entire time.
And like, what were you like? Was she trying to go home, or was she trying to like get rid of them?
Well, she was trying to figure out whether or not if she was imagining things, right? Because nobody's gonna turn into our neighborhood the way she did, go right and then left and then right. You know what I mean? Like these turns, like this S shape.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna do that. You're gonna keep going at some point straight, and they stayed with us the entire time. So that's when she realized this car was actually following us home.
That's crazy because like I don't even understand because like I always try to find good in people, but sometimes it's so hard because like it's just like crazy. Like it just I don't even know how to explain it. It's just like so upsetting.
It's a scary, sick world sometimes, and that's the reality of things. And that's why I don't really like sharing stories like this with you, but it's important for you to know that these things can happen. So the end result of that story is my mom took off as fast as she could through the neighborhood, and I think the car realized that we were onto them, and then they took off.
Yeah.
But so it's scary though, because who knows what would have happened
Yeah.
if we would have just gone home, because that's how like home invasions and stuff happen because people aren't paying attention.
Yeah.
So ever since that day, since I was little, I always, and you can ask your mom this, if there's a car that follows into the neighborhood, my eyes are like locked onto that car like glue the entire time. Because I just have to make sure that either they live here and I know the car, or they're gonna drive past me or turn off somewhere. But it gets to a point where I get closer to the house. I will not drive all the way home.
Has it happened before to us or no?
Not where we were followed, but where I was making sure, yeah. Yeah, and it's just because like I'm programmed now to make sure that that doesn't happen to me from an early age. But the point is, it's like just like your coach was saying, you have to always be aware of your surroundings. Always, it's you really don't ever want to let your guard down. And it's just like when the officer at the school was talking the other day, right during back to school night, right? He made some points about online awareness, telling parents these are the things that you got to look for, pay attention to with our kids, the youngers and the teenagers, and even as they get older, that there are signs that we should be looking out for.
Sorry, I want to say something because like I was thinking it, but I was trying to say it earlier, but I couldn't like find words for it. It sucks because like for example, like let's say like a school shooting happens or like an intruder drill, you know, those kids have been to school before, and they've been through all these as well. So what makes you think they're not gonna know what's not gonna like what you're gonna do now?
Well,
Like
all you
you're not
can
gonna hide.
do is be prepared. That's all you can do.
And it also sucks because these kids have been so innocent before, and they've just turned into these like people who like are like just doing bad things, you know?
You talking about the shooters?
Yeah, like just bad people in general. At one point, they've all been so innocent, you know,
I mean,
like so
we all start innocent. We all start innocent for sure. And mental health is a real thing because most times these shooters are people that are typically bullied and are trying to get back at somebody or society or something. They have a reason to stand up against
yeah,
something. Right? Now this
yeah,
is not the way that obviously things should be handled. And this is a really hard conversation for me to have with you as a 13-year-old girl. Because this is such a serious topic and emotions are really high on conversations like this. But I think to your point about you can't always be prepared, that's true. You can't. You can't. But you still have to be as prepared as you can be.
yeah.
Because the goal is if something happens, and I tell you this all the time. I was just telling this to Gigi the other day. If something were to happen to me or her mom, or she's in a situation where something traumatic happens,
Oh, don't panic, because when you panic, you get into your head, and then everything just shuts down, and you like don't know what to do. I've always been told that ever since I was little, because like, for example, if you're stressing out with something like homework, he's always like, okay, don't stress out, because the more you stress out, you're gonna get in your head and you can't think.
right? And she was doing homework the other day, and she was like, maybe I just need a day to think about it. I'm like, that's very logical because there's sometimes I'm working on something, and I can't get it out, I can't figure it out, and I'll take a day off of it, so to speak, and then the next day all of a sudden it makes sense.
Yeah, the next day I had help, and it was just so much easier. And I was like, okay, why didn't I think of that at the start? You know, maybe I was just like wasn't like very like my brain was too overwhelmed.
Yeah, so going back to what we were talking about though, there's nothing wrong with being prepared for these types of situations.
Yeah,
And that's all it is about being prepared because who knows if you've never been told what to do or understood that this is even a thing, it's very easy to panic.
yeah,
It's very easy to panic. And then you're not prepared at all. So at least you have some type of like idea of what to do. And again, when I was telling Gigi, and this goes for everybody, like if you're ever in a serious situation, do everything you can to stay focused on whatever it is that's not gonna like freak you out. I don't even know the best way to say this, but what you don't want to get in your
it's
own head.
hard. It's hard.
It's extremely hard. But I've been in situations where it's like you either have to make a decision right now or it's gonna be too late. I've been in those situations before. And I'm fortunate enough where it was drilled into me that I had to be okay with making that decision of almost a life or death situation at a young age. But fortunately for me, I was able to not cry then,
Like panic.
like panic or literally cry, because it gets hard, especially if
Yeah.
it's somebody you love, right? It gets very difficult. So luckily for me, I was able to get through it now and then emotionally deal with it later.
That's hard.
It's extremely difficult. It's not, it's like, it doesn't matter how many times I tell it to you, right? One day you may find yourself in that situation. I just hope that you can hear the voice of your mom and I in the back of your head saying, you know what to do. Do that first.
Yeah.
Because it's easy to get caught up emotionally, to want to be, to cry or to be stuck in fear, right? Or whatever it is. It's very easy to get stuck in that moment.
Yeah.
But that's precious time that you could be losing to make a decision,
Yeah.
right? So I don't know. It's just that's why they do those drills though. They're trying to get you prepared for something that you would not normally be prepared for.
Yeah.
And that's kind of it's another generation gap. because back in my day, we
Back in
only
my
had
day.
we only had drills for earthquakes. And that was it. Or get underneath the desk, right?
Yeah. One more thing before we get off the
And fire
topic.
drills.
Oh yeah, that's that's scary. Imagine, imagine you're just like a fire, like you're just watching your school burn down as you're just like single file line walk out. Like
Yeah.
I seen this video like one time on TikTok, and it was like if there's an intruder drill, y'all can save yourself. I'm running out. Like
You know what? It doesn't mean it's the right decision because
like if they make it out.
what if you run out and they see you? You're the first one that gets hit.
Yeah.
They get there. I mean, I hate talking like that, but it's true.
Mm-hmm.
There's no in these situations. There's no right or wrong answer because
Because like you never know.
you just don't know. The whole situation's unpredictable.
Yeah.
You know, but just listen to what everybody's told you. Experts have studied it. You've gone through it. I have gone through an intruder drill before at a training, and I'll never forget. I was like, we're really doing this? Like, this is weird. And they're like, yeah, we do this now. This is the world that we live in. We have to be prepared if something like this happens.
Mm-hmm.
And they told us like, lock. If you're in the bathrooms, this is a thing. In the bathrooms, they had sticks where you can barricade the door to prevent anybody from getting inside.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, this is crazy. And then the last thing they said, and this is probably because it was all adults in this training session, is like, you know, if it's an option, take them out,
What do you mean?
unalive them.
The person that's after you?
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
but it's like,
It just that's scary.
it's like never in my life would I think I'd be in a room where they're telling you like these are options that you have to take.
Yeah.
But it's crazy because that's part of the world that we live in. And then the other conversation I was having with somebody the other day too is, and I'd love to hear people's feedback on this. And I don't mean, it's just kind of a dark topic, right? But this
It
is,
is. It's
this
like it's the world we live in. It's like
is the world we live in. And so the question is like,
it's just getting worse too.
well, that's what I was going to ask. Is it actually getting worse? Or is it because we just have so much information that's available in today's world?
What do you mean?
So again, back in my day, we didn't have the internet, right? Not like there is today. And we didn't have like breaking news all over the world every second. We didn't have text message notifications and you know, news feeds on our phones 24/7 where everything's hitting your phone the minute it happens. Like the minute that happened, it was on my phone. I was reading about it. I watched the press conference live when it happened. I mean, this was all like
When
right,
that happens.
right then and there. We didn't have that. So my parents, when I was younger, had to watch the news. And then I would sometimes watch news with them, and that's how I would kind of learn what was going on. Now it's like you hear about every little thing that happens. And if you don't hear about it on the news, you see it on social media.
Or somebody tells you, you know, it's like
They
on
tell you
another-
about it because they see it
Yeah.
on one of these outlets, right? It's constant 24/7, 365 delivery of information.
yeah. There's this thing, I know I told you about it, but I don't know if I talked about it on the podcast. Like there's this thing called like it's like a animatronic, right? It's named Nosy, right? It's a 10-foot bunny, right?
Yeah, I still got to look. We got to look into that. I got to see
it's
this.
real. I'm telling you, it's real. This guy has a TikTok account updating you like every day on how much he's built. It's crazy because
You got to tell them what it is.
I know, yeah. So it's like a 10-foot animatronic bunny, right? It can like crouch down, right? So like it can like supposedly peek into windows. It's like bulletproof, fireproof, waterproof, all this stuff, right?
Why?
Exactly.
Why do we need this in our world? Why do we need a 10-foot, what is it, a bunny?
Yeah.
A 10-foot bunny terrorizing our world. Why do we need that?
But it's just terrifying because like I'm just like trying to like live my life when there's some guy out here. We're cool, right? Because like I don't want to be hunted down, you know. But like it's just crazy because why are you building this? Like, why is it gonna peek into our windows? You know, like just like why?
Yeah.
It sucks because all this leads to like mental health and like
Stuff
usually-
like that creates mental health problems. Like imagine being in your bedroom as a kid and there's 10-foot disaster bunnies looking in your window.
I know that's why. Like I've been so horrified sometimes. It's like okay,
This
well,
is the stuff that nightmares are literally made out of.
exactly. Like it's just crazy. And especially social media is also what affects people's mental health too,
Big
because
time.
like okay, like you'll see somebody doing this, so you like you'll get depressed and be like, oh, it's okay to do this when you're sad because I saw somebody else do it, you know, and it sucks because like it's just crazy.
Social media has a heavy influence on people. I guess what's even scarier, and we always find a way to somehow come back to AI, but maybe it's just because I keep tabs on it. But people are, how do I put this? AI companies are noticing, and I was just talking about it today with your cousin at breakfast this morning, is that people are becoming dependent on AI as partners and friends and mentors
Oh
and
yeah,
almost like therapists.
there's I saw a TikTok on it the other day, or no, but I've seen videos on it before where it's like there's this app where like you can like talk to this AI little pet thingy about your mental health.
Okay, so check this
And
out.
I guess it can help, but I'd rather go to an actual person rather than some robot who can basically track me down and just kill me.
Well, this robot, if I wonder if it's the same, as I have never heard of it, but I was at a customer's house. I was working, and then we started having a conversation about AI. And one of the conversations was about a therapy bot, something like kind of what you're talking about. And I don't know the name of it, but I had never heard of it before
It's
either.
online.
Yeah, it's all online, but I guess there was like a young teenager who was confiding in this chat bot as a therapist,
Uh huh.
and this young person was depressed. They were in deep depression,
Hmm.
and so they didn't have anybody to talk to. They felt like they weren't being noticed at home, and they felt like they had no friends, and they were just in a
So they had nobody
very
to go to but the
yes,
robot or whatever.
exactly. They were in a very dark place, right?
Hmm.
So he found companionship by reaching out to this AI intelligence as somebody to help him get through this.
Hmm.
But unfortunately, the AI actually made things worse and was almost.
How?
I didn't read the story, but this is what she was telling me: is that he had told the robot had basically said to open up to your mom or something like that, and he did, or he tried to, and the mom really didn't pay him any attention,
Hmm.
and then
So it just got worse.
the AI came back and said it's almost like what you're feeling is true, and it's like nobody even knows that you exist.
I just
How
want to cry. That's
how
sad.
sad, right? So then the AI is reaffirming that the kid shouldn't
That he
even
has no purpose. Implying.
exactly. And what happened is this kid wound up taking his own life.
Are you
Yeah,
serious?
and it was influenced by this chatbot.
That's sad.
Isn't that sad? Like mental health is a real thing, and it's okay for people to talk to people. But people, if you are out there and you're listening to this and you're going through something, do not confide in AI. It is not designed to be your therapist or even your friend.
Or even honestly, if you were like depressed, take a break from social media because like stuff about mental health probably pop up on your page, and like let's say like they're like writing notes. Like I've seen a video like this before, right? Like they're like writing notes like to like their close people saying like I'm sorry, but I had to take my life. You know, that's like it sucks to say, but I feel like that's like going into your brain, and when you like get like really depressed, you're gonna think to do that too and like take your life. And it sucks to say because I love social media, but it's just crazy.
Well, what you're describing is making something that was a thought closer to reality,
Yeah.
right? And you're almost like you're so close to whatever those steps are.
So you just do it, right?
I don't know. I've never been there, but you don't want to get to that point either, right?
Yeah,
Like and social media will show us things, but the reality about social media is that it's negative.
it is.
There's tons of fun stuff and happy stuff and goofy practical jokes and things that are great for sure. Like I guess us, right? We're having a conversation. We've had a couple of. I try to do TikTok more often in social media, but we're busy. But it's fun when we do fun stuff, because it gets views.
Yeah.
But the stuff that gets even more views is the stuff that's dark.
Yeah.
The dark
And
stuff gets the most views.
even on happy stuff, people will like still leave hate comments because
Oh,
they're
it's the
just sad with themselves.
worst. It's the worst. I saw a video, babe, the other day of a guy, and I think it was even in town. I think it was local. And he was like, hey, if you're looking for a job, I'm hiring, and I'll start you at like $40 an hour, And after a year and you have experience, it'll be like $50+ an hour. This is a lot of money to
It
give
is.
back to the community to hire somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a ton of money. You're talking per hour. You can make such great money doing this job.
Yeah.
So you would think that, hey, I want this opportunity. Let me go find this guy and show him that I can do the job so I can make some really good money.
Mm-hmm.
And you would think that the community would say, hey, you're doing an awesome thing to hire people at such a high rate when people are always trying to take advantage of somebody else.
Yeah.
This dude had hundreds, if not thousands of people hating on him in the comments.
For what?
I don't even know.
The world's messed up at the end of the day.
It just doesn't make sense. Like, could you imagine somebody willing to pay you 30, 40, 50 bucks out the gate just to start a job?
Yeah.
And I don't even think it was a very difficult job, but the guy was willing to pay.
That's crazy.
And he meant it. And he was in the comments like, I don't understand. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like, there are jobs do not start that high on purpose all the time. Like, you need to have like crazy background and all this stuff and lots of experience. And he was like, I'll train you. He got hated on the entire time.
That's messed up.
It just doesn't make sense.
There's one more thing I want to talk about like the
Whatever
being
you want.
cautious about yourself. Like, for example, we've gotten in a car accident before, right?
Have I gotten into a car
Yeah,
accident?
you have, right?
I've been in a few of them.
But like, I remember after I heard about like you getting into car accidents. After that, I was so cautious. I used to flinch if I saw a car near our car, like getting close, because like I don't know. It's just like once I hear about something that's super scary that happens, I'm just like extra cautious. Or if I see something on social media, it just scares me. It's like, okay, now that's something I have to add on to being cautious about.
And that's the thing about social media, and that goes back to the question I started to ask. Is there such thing as too much information? Has the world actually gotten worse from the time my mom and dad were younger to the time that I was younger to the time that you are younger? Or is it just because there's so much information? On top of having access to lots of information, is there too much misinformation? Is everything that's being reported real?
Yeah.
Because they used to have a standard where if you were going to put something on the news or on a newspaper, it had to be vetted out. You have to make sure it's real. Now, fake news is definitely a thing.
Yeah, like for that little animatronic, not little, that
Yeah,
huge
10-foot
nosy little,
monster bunny.
the nosy animatronic bunny. There'll be like posts on TikTok saying, "Oh, like the guy commenting like on his post or like on whatever saying, "Oh, I give up with it," or "Oh no, it's missing," and then I go to his account and everything's still like normal.
Oh, no, it's missing. Yeah,
Yeah.
you just misplaced a 10-foot monster bunny.
Yeah, but then I go to his account and like he just posted like recently and everything. He's just still building his killer animatronic bunny. That's normal, I
Well,
guess.
let's take it back a little bit more to something more realistic than a killer rabid metal steel bunny. Let's go back and say things that they say is actually happens that doesn't. Like when a celebrity dies. You see that all the time. A celebrity dies, people click on it, it's not even real. Or
Yeah, I hate that because it's like, watch my favorite celebrity. She's dead. No, she's not.
yeah, and people and it's crazy because the amount of news that's clickable is and that's fake is unreal.
That's crazy, yeah.
Are you really on your phone right
Sorry,
now?
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Am I boring you? Is this a boring conversation?
No, it's actually really deep.
It is a lot.
We originally, or he gosh, goodness, I can't talk. He originally wanted to like do like, what is it called? Reaction videos and stuff like that.
Well, I want to do reaction videos for after this. I'd like to do some during the podcast too. I love our
it's almost an hour.
conversations. Yeah, we are 51 minutes in already.
49 minutes.
Oh yeah. Sorry, two different timers. We're almost
Yeah.
an hour is my point.
Yeah, but just for the topics of everything we've talked about, check on your people. Check on them because you never know.
Yeah, you know what? It's okay. Everybody, I can tell you, I don't know much about being a kid anymore, but I can tell you as an adult, life is
I'll
difficult.
help you.
Yeah, that's why you're here. Life is difficult, and it's okay to admit sometimes that life is hard.
It's
But
okay not to be okay.
That's exactly right. It's okay not to be okay, and sometimes things are just not okay, and you just have to see yourself through it. And if you can't do it by yourself, it's okay to reach out for help. I think that's totally acceptable. I know there's a lot of pressure more on men specifically that we have to always like
I know, and I hate that.
we have
I
to
hate that.
we have to have this bravado, right? That everything's okay. We never hurt. Things don't get to us, and we have to push through. And I can tell you for a fact that that's a real stigma. Like that's a thing.
It is.
It's definitely a thing. Your mom gets mad at me all the time because she's like, "There's some things that you don't talk about with me," and I'm just like, I can't because I feel like I'm gonna show weakness, and I feel like if I show weakness, it's gonna become more real than it needs to be. And I know you've had conversations with me in the past about that where I shouldn't do that. But
What do you mean?
well, like you know that sometimes I'm hiding stuff
Mm-hmm.
and you don't like it and
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to talk about it though.
I know. I don't like topics like about myself, where it gets to like deep stuff. I don't like it. I don't know why.
Yeah, Gigi, well, I know why because you're part of me and sometimes we put up a tough exterior. Now, I got that from my dad, Appa, who you've never seen cry.
I know. I think I saw him cry. It was for his birthday and he was reading his cards and I saw him cry and I was
Yeah.
like, he can do that?
Yeah,
Like
my
there's no way.
yeah, he got I've only seen him shed a tear a couple of times and they weren't out of sadness, which is the other crazy part now that I'm reflecting on it. They were more out of joy.
That's usually when you cry too.
Yeah, if I shed it, and I'm not ashamed to say it, if I'm really happy, something comes over me, I can't help but show it. Now, if I'm going through something more serious, I will not shed a tear. I won't. You won't see it, and it's part of that whole thing where, we men for the most part have to act like they are okay all the time. Now, I am lucky that I have my best friend as my wife, where I can have those deeper conversations with her when I need to have an outlet, so I don't just like lose control inside my head,
Yeah.
because that's a thing
Because
too.
sometimes when you like you're holding it in too much, you just blow up. Like you
Yeah,
can't hold it in anymore.
exactly, and that's why I stressed even to you,
It reminds
Gigi.
me of a balloon. Like
Yeah,
when you
it's
like
gonna
blow
pop.
into it and it pops.
Yeah, and it's important for you to know too because you try to be the same way. I know you do.
I just don't like talking about it because it makes me want to cry, and I don't like crying.
Well, I understand that, but you have to get it out, or else the balloon is gonna pop.
My
In
head's gonna
your
pop.
in your own words,
My head's gonna pop.
right? So, like, it's important for you and for your friends and for anybody else listening to know that it's okay to have an outlet to talk to other people.
Yeah. I hope I'm able to be that friend that like people can go to.
Yeah, I agree. Sometimes it's tough being that friend.
I've seen videos like that before, and I feel like I prefer that because then it takes my mind off of other things like on me.
Well, that just means that you're escaping from your own problems.
And what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
Psychologically, it means that you find an outlet
No.
out of yourself in others.
But I think that if I help them, it'll reassure me better, making me know that I'm like, it's okay.
It makes
like-
you feel better.
Yeah, knowing that I just helped somebody.
Yeah, and it's a great feeling to feel like you can help somebody in a time of need.
And then I can't talk. My problems will slowly go away when I'm helping somebody.
Just know that whatever you are going through, your mom and I are here for you no matter what.
Ew.
But we are, and kids of all ages need to understand that their parents are there for them, and if their parents unfortunately aren't there for them, there's somebody that they know that is.
Yeah. And God put you on in this world for a purpose. So don't think you're not worthy. Sorry. I'm trying to use big words.
You're trying to use big words. This is probably one of the most serious conversations we've ever had.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
It's weird because like my voice is like shaky.
Why why is your voice shaky?
I don't know. It's our topic.
Are you having a hard time talking through this right now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I'm proud of you. I hope that people don't look at us different for having a real conversation.
Ew, we're losers.
But it is important that people take care of themselves and have an outlet, not to keep saying the same thing over and over again. But this world is tough, and things, there's more and more added pressure every day, not just with social media, but I will say especially because of social media. So back in the day, there was an expression called keeping up with the Joneses. Have you ever heard of that before?
From old people, yeah.
Okay, well, I guess I'm one of the old people that would have said that expression. But keeping up with the Joneses, if those aren't familiar with it, means trying to keep up with the latest fads and traditions as everybody else. Now, me personally, I've never been that person, but that doesn't make me any better or worse than anybody else. I'm a cheapskate. I'm very cheap. I don't like to spend money. So
Sorry, I had to clear
no,
my throat.
I thought you were making a point. But like when the Labubu thing like was at its peak and people are like we were just at the mall like 3 weeks ago or whatever, and there's a huge line of people trying to spend hundreds of
Oh,
dollars
at the
at the
outlets?
outlets, right?
That was
And I'm just
crazy.
like
There was a whole entire
I don't
line.
see it. Or people
Yeah.
that spend hundreds or thousands of dollars on shoes and clothing.
Yeah.
I get that shoes and clothing is more expensive than it used to be, but I'm not the type of person that can see myself spending 4x of what I think it should cost.
Yeah.
Just to say that I have the latest shoes or clothes or whatever out, because eventually all that's going to leave.
Yeah.
But my point is that there's a lot of pressure in today's world to keep up with these things.
Yeah, like that keeping up with the Jones term that you said, it kind of reminds me of like school. You know, like you want to be in all the drama, you don't know what's happening. But sometimes it's good to stay out of it.
Yeah.
Cause let's say like something's happening, you know, and you know about the drama. Somebody's going to go to you and you're going to tell them and it just
So let's go back to the very beginning of our conversation where we talked about being famous or popular, right? Now you're in the middle of everything.
yeah.
It's kind of like what you were talking about now without even realizing it. And that's why a lot of people like to fade in the background and they don't want to be in the mix of everything.
I'm like both cuz like I feel like if I don't know, I feel so left out. But at the same time it's like, okay, well, I don't want to get between the drama, you know.
Right. I totally understand where you're coming from. It's you don't want to feel left out, but you want to know what's going on. But you don't want to know so much what's going on where people are coming to you for it. You just kind of you want to just
Or
be
where
like a fly
it
on the wall.
or becomes a topic that like someone wants to talk to you about it and it's like I don't want to talk about it cuz then that means I get more into it, you know.
Yeah, you don't want to get in the drama.
Yeah, I just don't. But like I do it to, like I don't want to get into it, but I want to know about it.
I feel that like 100%. And it's crazy going back to the thing about social media and the amount of information that's out there. Because like on my feeds, I'll see stuff all the time with people I don't know, right? And they're like, oh, so and so, this is going on, and this is going on, and this is going on, and it's like somebody also told me this the other day too. They have to keep up with the drama, even if their people aren't even popular, even if it's just enough where a few people who might know who they are, just so they can keep something.
Up with all of it.
Yeah, just so they can have people clicking on stuff. Drama is drama, right? Like TV shows, a lot of the TV shows that get a lot of views are around drama.
Yeah,
Drama is popular.
it is.
Drama adds pressure, not just on the people directly involved in the drama, but the people that are involved in that circle as well.
Conflict is really popular too, like beef.
That's it. That's what I'm talking about. And that
People
goes.
love to watch it. Like, there were these two content creators that were like, it sucks because they weren't actually beefing. They only did it for like the clout and like just for the fame. And it sucks 'cause, like now you can't believe them. You know, it's hard to trust them with the content that they post. It's like you don't know if it's true or not.
There was a lot of times where people were having fake beef just to get their views up.
They do that a lot. And like there was this thing, like there's like this really cute couple on TikTok, right? It's like they're like parents, like they weren't actually parents, but like you like called them your parents, you know, because like they were so cute together, right? And it ended up being fake, and it was like they broke up, and I was like, oh, so it's all fake. So
What's
like,
real?
Yeah, exactly. You
That's
can
what I'm
never believe
saying.
it.
And so, how do you keep up with things that aren't even real?
Am I real?
Am I real?
Do I
Is
slap
this
you?
real?
Do you want me to slap you to make sure you're real?
Well, what if we're a video game?
I stop. 'Cause I've thought about that before.
That's a huge theory. You can look into that. That's been around for a long time.
Yeah, like what if we're in a movie, you know?
So Gigi used to always want to play a game called The Sims.
Oh yeah.
But what if our life is The Sims?
What if our thoughts are like, what if we're being controlled, you know, to do this, do that, like the games?
That's what I'm saying. What if we're not even real?
What if I'm a Roblox character? I mean, I wouldn't be mad.
You wouldn't be mad if you're a Roblox character?
I wouldn't be mad.
Gigi was crashing out today playing one of her Roblox games.
I was playing a Mason 6-7 hobby.
The 6-7 game.
Yeah, I was crashing out. I was playing a Mason 6-7 game. And like there were like parts I was like, I was right there and I'd fall. I can't.
All right, guys, that's our hour.
Now we're gonna go watch 17 again because it leaves tonight. And
Oh.
we're gonna eat pizza.
in case people were wondering about Gigi almost being kidnapped, she was not almost kidnapped.
Can I tell a story real quick? Because my friends were there too. It was on Halloween.
I'm so concerned how you're going to tell the story versus reality, but go ahead.
Well, from what I remember, because this was a while back, a couple years ago, we were like trick or treating in my neighborhood, right?
We've told this story before, by the way.
Well, you're gonna hear it again, just in case you want to, because I know you want to, because I'm telling it. But anyways, we were just walking around, right? And there was wait, you tell it, because
Oh my goodness. Okay, it was really strange. We were walking around our neighborhood for Halloween. Some of Gigi's friends wanted to come over. I don't think we were really even planning on doing anything that night, but it just kind of happened.
weren't.
And we're like, yeah, whatever. That was also the night, I believe, that we just found out that Penny was going to come join us when we found out Mommy was pregnant.
Yep.
So we're
And
walking.
you guys kept it from me.
We did.
It's a lot.
We're walking the neighborhood, and we see this white van pull up out of nowhere. And once again, like Gigi said, we live in a circle, so we kind of know the area. But you never know if somebody's like visiting, right? Especially on Halloween, they could visit.
And there's a white van in our neighborhood too. A guy literally owns a white van.
I mean, I have a white van, so
I know, but he owns like an actual one. It's like, okay, creepy.
well, I mean, that's just like what contractors and stuff.
Yeah,
use. Or delivery people.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so this guy gets out of his van and he's by himself, and he's older. He's probably like in his I would say maybe his 30s, maybe I can't even remember. If I really remember his face.
You're 41, ma'am. Girl.
The girl just started talking. And he gets out of his van and he's by himself and he puts on a mask and he just kind of stands there by his van and looks around. And then he starts walking towards his house, which isn't that sus, but it kind of was because it didn't look like.
I like when you guys say sus. I like when mom says sus. Sorry.
But it was, though. It's weird. It was weird because it's like his body language didn't really line up to what you would expect. Like when you go to somebody's house, you get out the car.
You got an eerie feeling.
Yeah,
a gut feeling, a gut feeling.
That's it. A gut feeling, an eerie feeling. It was weird. And so we all kind of stopped because everybody felt the same thing.
Everybody got thrown off by it.
Yeah, right? Like we did. And when we all kind of looked at him and he stopped. He got like halfway up to the driveway and he literally noticed. And he stopped. And he turned around and he just slowly walked back into his car, sat in the driver's seat,
And just watched us.
And that was it.
Wasn't he watching us or no?
Well, we were going back home, so we walked past the car. And so me and some of the guys that we were with were like looking dead at him, like letting him know that we see you, we're paying attention to you. This is weird. And he never got out of his car, and I think he eventually just drove off. Mm-hmm. But it's like, who is this guy? Why was he walking up to this house in a mask? I know it's Halloween, but he wasn't
a grown man alone by himself.
Yeah, he wasn't a kid,
doing?
and he wasn't exactly in a costume. It was just all very weird. Nothing ever happened.
Oh, you know something I want to tell? I don't know if I told this or not. Freaks me out to this day. I don't know if like it's a dream I had, but I'm pretty sure it's something that actually happened. Was when I was little, I was Harley Quinn, right? And I've always been afraid of Halloween because I don't like scary stuff, right? And we were like trick or treating in this neighborhood, right? In my cousin's neighborhood. And I was Harley Quinn, and there was this guy who was Joker, and he scared the life out of me because he was like following us, I think.
Wait, when you say guy, you mean kid though, don't you?
I don't remember.
It was a kid.
Oh.
I think he was younger than you.
No, he was not. Not from what I remember, because he was like trying to scare me, and I was in your arms, and I was like, like you're scaring me. Get away.
Well, if I was with you, I must have been with you.
Yeah.
Then I'm pretty sure I didn't take him as a threat. But regardless, if you were younger, I can see how anything would be terrifying, especially on Halloween. I'm not a big fan of Halloween. Like, I like it. It's fun, and all that kind of stuff.
If you know me, you know I cannot do anything scary. I can't even watch Wednesday because I get nightmares on it.
Yeah, we still haven't started Wednesday season 2.
I can't because I'm going to get nightmares on it. Halloween, no thank you.
Yeah, and one of her best friend's moms is like, your other sister.
Oh, they love Halloween.
Love Halloween.
So every time I go to their house during Halloween, I have to have like her hold on to me so I don't die with their stuff.
Yeah, they go crazy with their decorations, like the 9-foot skeleton, the everything. It's really cool.
It's cool, but like, what if it comes to life? Like,
what if?
Like, don't kill me.
All right, guys, we're gonna call it. We are slightly over, and that's a good thing. It was a very quick and fast episode. So thanks for listening. Leave us your feedback on what you heard. Make sure you how do you say it? Like, subscribe. Look at Gigi's cringing over there. Hold on. There it is. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment because it
Like, comment, and
actually
subscribe. It's
like, comment,
comment.
subscribe.
Yeah.
All right, whatever. Just do one,
And
two,
okay, I'm
or
gonna just
all.
say it for you. Like, comment, and subscribe, and turn your notifications on for our next post.
There you go. All that stuff. And hopefully, if things go well, in the future, we might get our TikTok going again.
Yeah.
That's my goal.
Check on your friends and be cautious for everything.
It sounds scary when you put it that way.
Well, okay. Check up on people, make sure they're doing okay, and well, I can't make the second one sound not scary.
I know. It's
Be
just
cautious. Be cautious.
Just pay attention to your surroundings at all times, and it's okay to reach out for help.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, guys. Oh, what's your? You have a tagline that you like to say now. Let's see if you can get it out.
Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening.
Wait. Nope.
I had it.
All right.
Good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. And good night.
Got it.
I'm so good.
All right. Later, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Here we go again.